10 days left. You heard me right, just 10 days left in the world's greatest tournament. Let's make the most of it because we've got to wait another 4 years until the next one in Russia. Luckily for you, we're here in Brazil, bringing you another episode of The Dugout. Let's get this show on the road.
Hello and welcome to The Dugout, live from Adidas Football's HQ here in Rio de Janeiro.
And on today's episode, we have a chat with Ruud Gullit, where he's talking about the Dutch national team, the young guns of this World Cup, and his goal of the tournament.
We have James Rodriguez revealing his secret to the game and Memphis Depay, the dream chaser.
And last but not least, we've a little teaser to Kick TV's interview with none other than Andros Townsend over a game of FIFA.
But first, let's get the show on the road with Ruud in Rio.
Now, not only are we in one of the world's most gorgeous locations, but we're also joined by a Dutch footballing icon and former Ballon d'Or winner, Ruud Gullit. Ruud,
Thank you very much.
Pleasure to see you here.
Pleasure.
How are you?
Very good. Look, if you see the location here,
Not bad,
why
huh?
not feeling good?
So, Ruud, what are you loving most about your time in Brazil?
I think, yeah, I have a great time. I think, especially around the games, is fantastic. The weather, of course, is the place, and I think the football has been excellent.
Indeed.
It has been excellent. Have you been able to relax here as well? Because I know you're working.
Yeah. You relax. A lot of friends of mine are here, so it's nice restaurants here, and of course, strolling around the beach is not bad either. Yeah, so it's an excellent location to have a World Cup.
Good. You've got a smile on your face. I'm pleased.
We've seen some top performances from teams. Who do you think has been your team of the tournament so far?
I like Colombia very much. They played really, really well. Compliment to them.
Before we delve into this World Cup too much, I want to take you back to yours in 1990. What was your favourite moment from that cup?
No, of course, that you score a goal. Finally, that you did. I came back from an injury and I had to play the tournament. It's not easy. If you are injured and you still try to do it. Heavy season, a lot of stress, and then you can't do it. You want it, but you can't. But nevertheless, I scored against Ireland.
You just had some glory with the Dutch side 2 years prior to that, the Euros. Do you see similarities between that Dutch side and this, and how close they were to going all the way last time?
No, it's a little bit different. I think they approached the game different than they did previously. Normally the Dutch way of playing is attacking and a 4-3-3 system and everything, but it didn't bring us what we wanted. We had some issues with the team in the way we play defensively. So therefore he thought to himself, if I'm going to play like that, I'm going to get hammered. It happened already in the pre-season. France beat us easily. We had problems against Ghana and all this kind of thing. So they changed the system. And it's not a typical Dutch way. It's not pretty, but it gives us results. Sometimes a tournament is like that. We left a tournament so many times with beautiful, beautiful football, but it didn't bring us any trophies.
And what was the feeling in Holland after the last World Cup?
The last World Cup, we were proud of them. They did really well. Second again. The Euro was a disaster. Didn't win one game, so we learned from that. And despite the fact that the team doesn't play that well, of course, it's difficult in the homeland. A lot of criticism about the way we play from the people, the purists. And some other people say, yeah, it's also being aware of the team you have and the players you have.
Van Persie himself scored an absolute world-class header. Is it your goal of the tournament so far?
No, I like the one of James. James for the Colombians. Rodriguez, I think it was technical perfect. The back to the situation, turning around and then volleyed it. Yeah, I like that goal. Yeah, it's a beautiful goal. Technical. For Persie was technical, also very, very difficult. They asked me previous to the tournament, who's going to be the star? Most of the times, these players have been squeezed out during the season already. They have a tough season. So you see players now, all of a sudden, who come out because, there's not so much pressure on them. And I think Rodriguez is one of these. He's not in the spotlight, and therefore he's playing without any fear, and that is nice to see.
There's a new young star from the Netherlands who's risen on the biggest stage of all in Memphis Depay. Tell us about his attributes and what strengths you see him having.
his strength is he has no fear. Comes from a very difficult situation in his youth, came out of it, so therefore doesn't fear anything. It doesn't matter who he plays against, he does his thing, and that makes him lethal. But it can also sometimes, you know, if it doesn't work, you know, he needs to know also where to play simple at the moment that it doesn't work, and when he is in a great form of his life. But I think he's a great prospect.
Iron Robin, and you know, the controversy that surrounded that moment, I suppose, overshadowed what has already been a few top performances from the guy.
Like, you know, he's in an unbelievable form at the moment. I think the reason for it is the fact that he hasn't been injured. You can play on, and then it becomes more powerful, more faster, and everything, and that's what happens with him. And he's, you know, and if he points at you, you can't control him. It's so dangerous. And we have Van Persie up front as well. We are dangerous on the counter-attack. Can you imagine? Holland's playing Catenaccio.
What is your prediction for the final? Can Holland go all the way?
I think it's going to be difficult, but I think it's unpredictable for everyone. I think that any team can win it. There's no favorites at the moment. Every time you look at games, you say, oh my God, that's good. Oh my God, that one is good. And for me, the ones who are the most dangerous are the teams who doesn't play that well. And that's Argentina, because they have a lot of quality in that team. I think it's the team with the best players, but with the worst team. Because they don't link with each other. I don't know how that's happening. If you see the system, you know, what are they playing? They can only become better. That is where the danger is. The thing is, they have so many good players, but it's not a team. That's the point. And you get out of jail all the time, but that makes you dangerous because your position doesn't know how to, you know, who is going to do what. Everybody walks around. It's a strange team to watch. And but you know, they get out of jail, like I said, and that makes them really dangerous to win the World Cup.
Unpredictability.
Yes, you cannot pinpoint it.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us today.
You're welcome.
An absolute pleasure to meet you.
Indeed, absolute honour, mate.
Good. Good luck with the show.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ruud Gullit, people.
What an absolute gentleman, and it's very difficult to disagree with Ruud. James Rodriguez, look over the shoulder, the chest down, and the volleyed finish against Uruguay is definitely one of the goals of the tournament so far.
I agree. And before the World Cup, we caught up with James Rodriguez during one of his training sessions, and he revealed his secret to playing the game.
I literally can't wait anymore to find out what that is, so let's take a look now.
Cada vez que entro en el campo quiero mejorar como jugador. Ese es mi secreto.
James clearly holds nothing back in training, and he's having a fantastic tournament.
He's got 5 goals in 4 games, 2 assists and 3 man of the match awards. Some extremely impressive stats there.
Now we go from one young gun making a mark at the World Cup to another, Dutch starlet Memphis Depay.
Let's see what Memphis has to say for himself.
Jaag mijn dromen na. Ik ben wel een dream chase. Ja, daarom heb ik dat op mijn borst gezet. Ik denk dat het heel belangrijk is dat je gewoon een aantal mensen om je heen creëert die gewoon, ja, waarmee je je veilig voelt.
Ik weet nog dat we als kleine jongens naar het voetbal keken. En dat we bijvoorbeeld Wesley Sneijder op tv zagen. En Robert van Persie en al die grote namen. En ja, dan mag je daar niet mee spelen. En dan nog zelfs met het WK. Dat is een droom.
Memphis is definitely one of the most intriguing stories of this World Cup.
And you can catch the full-length version of that film on Adidas Football's YouTube channel right now. There are some great moments in there, insight from the man himself, as well as some thoughts from his family and friends.
Up next, we have a tease of our time with Andros Townsend, where Hugh got to play the England winger on FIFA.
Right then, I'm here with Andros for this FIFA challenge. This is what's up for grabs. Let's hope that this goes my way. You're disappointed if you put yourself on the bench, mate, honestly. Do you consider yourself like an old school winger?
I think if I'm playing on the left, I played on the left my whole career and I was an old school winger, byline, crossing it. I think now I've kind of changed to a more up-to-date winger where they play on the opposite side, they come inside and make things happen.
Oh, you can't miss
what
that.
a
Is he
block.
joking me?
Andy's had an absolute shocker.
If you don't score this,
No! No!
oh, he's back in it, he's back in it.
No.
He's back in it,
my
5
word.
minutes.
Oh, it's going to be a tense last 5. I've heard you compared to Lucas Moura, to Iron Robin. To see yourself in the same vein as anyone, or did you take
No,
anything from anyone?
of course not. But I think Iron Robin is the player I look most to because he does play on the right and his left foot, and he is very direct, and he's the player that I look to and try and take inspiration from. Oh, that's impossible.
Unbelievable scene!
Pleasure
Probably,
playing.
yeah.
Pleasure
You
talking
deserve
to you.
it. This is
Oh.
yours.
Oh, fantastic.
Hang on a sec. Hang on. Who won?
Definitely not saying just yet, Layla. You'll have to watch the full piece on youtube.com/KickTV to see. And trust me, it's an absolute goal fest. You do not want to miss out on this one.
You're such a tease. What a show this has been today. We've had Dutch legend Ruud Gullit, 2 young guns in the form of James Rodriguez and Memphis Depay.
And of course, Andros Townsend himself.
The next episode will be the final of this series. And not only do we have Kaká taking on the My Coach Smart Ball Power Challenge, we have a look at the FIFA Interactive World Cup final, and we have a very awesome special guest. I can't tell you who it is, but I can say that it's amazing.
That's right, Layla. And people, it's absolutely massive, this one.
Join us on the 12th to find out who.
I've been Hugh Izzy.
I'm Layla Annalee, and thank you for watching. We'll see you on the 12th of July. Bye-bye.